Director Patel, you had a question from Dr. Jackson about the shutdown we're in now with Homeland Security, and I believe you said that this would be harmful to America because of the threat from Iran. Is that correct? Do I recall that correctly?
Generally, yes, sir.
How many days before we invaded Iran did you know we were going to launch an invasion?
A tense exchange unfolds on Capitol Hill as lawmakers question Kash Patel over national security decisions tied to Iran, intelligence operations, and internal FBI actions. At the center of this hearing, critical questions about timing, accountability, and whether key decisions may have impacted U.S. security preparedness. With rising geopolitical tensions and concerns over intelligence transparency, what happens in this room could have far-reaching implications. Let's break down what's really.
With that knowledge, why did you fire at least a dozen agents in Counterintelligence Unit 12 that specializes in Iran counterintelligence, which makes us much less secure and safe with this war going on from Iranian attacks potentially against our country?
As I said earlier, Congressman, I don't work on timelines when these terminations occur. There are internal investigations conducted by the careers at the FBI that highlight unethical or inappropriate conduct, and it's up to me to make the decision. But our Iran Threats Mission Center has never been more resourced, as I've highlighted, a 43% increase in counter-espionage arrests from Iran alone, and 360 ongoing terrorism investigations with Iran-affiliated individuals.
And the people you fired, those 12 people, they were experts on Iran, were they not?
I don't believe so.
They worked in counterintelligence, did they not?
I'm taking you at your word, sir. I'm not familiar with every
You're the
single
chief
word.
director. I'm not. You should know the answer. You fired the people. Where did they work?
People were terminated for violating their ethical obligations and the high standards that
Was the
we
ethical
have.
violations that they dealt with the case of the classified documents that were found at the bathroom in Mar-a-Lago, was that the ethical issue?
As I said earlier, all those matters are pending litigation, so I'm not going to comment on them.
Director Gabbard, are you familiar with CI-12?
I'm not, Congressman.
Okay. Let me ask you this question.
At stake. At this point, the exchange highlights a critical tension between operational secrecy and public accountability. Kash Patel emphasizes internal investigations and ethical standards as justification for personnel decisions, while lawmakers raise concerns about timing, particularly in relation to heightened threats involving Iran. Historically, intelligence agencies balance classified decision-making with congressional oversight, but moments like this expose the friction between those responsibilities. The key question becomes, does removing experienced personnel during a potential crisis strengthen institutional integrity or risk weakening national security readiness? And how much transparency should the public expect when national security is involved?
In the intelligence community's unclassified annual threat assessment from last year, it said, quote, Iran's large conventional forces are capable of inflicting substantial damage to an attacker, executing regional strikes, and disrupting shipping, particularly energy supplies through the Strait of Hormuz. It seems the IC was entirely correct in its assessment about Iranian retaliation in the Strait. Did the IC's assessment about the Iranian capabilities in the Straits of Hormuz change in the past year?
No, Congressman.
Does Iran still have the capability to threaten shipping in the Straits of Hormuz with missiles, mines, and small boats?
Their capabilities have been largely degraded, but yes, they still have means to threaten passage through the Strait of Hormuz.
And how long can they keep the strait closed?
Based on current events, I'd have to get an updated assessment from the intelligence community on that.
Did you have an analysis of the impact of a war on global supply chains and the price of oil and gas?
I believe that assessment may have come from the Department of Treasury or Energy.
It didn't come through your office?
It came from their element within Department of Energy or Energy.
Do you know if the president was briefed on those assessments?
I believe so, but I can't confirm.
So if he was briefed on those assessments that that was a problem and the Straits of Hormuz could be shut off and that's causing a great problem in the world's economy with oil prices going up to, I think, under $120 or something a barrel and an effect on all countries' economies, why would the president not have taken actions to strengthen defense around the Strait of Hormuz?
All I can say is that the president ultimately is responsible for making the decisions based on the totality of information and intelligence that he has available to him.
The intelligence that he has available to him, that's a scary thought. Does the IC know where Iran's enriched uranium is?
The IC has high confidence that we know where it is.
And can you tell us that in classified?
We can speak more about this topic in the classified setting.
Okay. Could it be, we have methods of destroying it?
This is a conversation for a closed setting, sir.
Do you have any idea what the purpose of the Marines being sent, the units that are being sent over there, is the idea that we will put troops with boots on the ground in Iran?
ODNI and the IC is not involved in the operational planning and movements of the Department of War assets.
Thank you. I'll be very honest with you. When you made your original comments, it was kind of scary because of all the craziness that goes on in the world. I can't wait for the classified setting. Thank you.
As this hearing wraps up, the broader picture becomes clearer. This isn't just about one decision or one agency. It's about how intelligence, leadership, and accountability intersect during moments of global uncertainty. From questions about Iran's strategic capabilities to concerns over internal FBI decisions, lawmakers are pressing for clarity while officials emphasize process and confidentiality. These exchanges reflect a deeper challenge in modern governance, balancing national security secrecy with democratic transparency. What do you think? Should more information be shared publicly in situations like this? Or is confidentiality essential for national safety? Let us know your perspective in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth, fact-based analysis on the stories shaping today's world.